Hello, Instagram world and other social media platforms. And if you're coming across me the first time, my name is Chico Matenda. And I was having one of those moments. I was thinking, is the camera in the right position? And you know how it goes. Like if you're thinking about how you're going to present yourself and trying to fix my podcast so it's in the right frame. But the reason why I decided to hop on here is just to let you know that I've posted on my timeline on Instagram, and it will also be on Facebook. So Instagram, you're logging in, do say hello when you do check in. And then I'll also be posting like on Facebook and Twitter about 6 tips on how to overcome fear of selling. I was thinking about this topic. I don't know why, but maybe because my ears are just so alert to listening to my niche market, which is in digital marketing / internet marketing, and also hearing from other networking groups that women belong to about fear, like looking for opportunities, but they're not wanting any opportunities that involve selling. And part of like my obstacle was I was thinking about things that it sometimes it can appear like to being too salesy, or the worst thing is hearing no. So what are your worst fears about selling? What have your experiences been like? And so it's about learning how to overcome those obstacles so that your business as well prospers, or that you're able to also obtain the right opportunities as well. So in reality, we are selling ourselves. From birth, we have been selling ourselves. But the only difference is that where we've been used to selling ourselves, it's the warmer market. So the warmer market being, I'm holding my laptop. So the warmer market being our family, our friends, or our work colleagues, where we've been used to like negotiating our way around. So that's been easy enough to do that we don't even realize it. Like when you go for an interview, obviously you feel like with nerves, but part of that process is selling yourself so that somebody can buy into you and believe that yes, you're the right prospective employee, or the potential employee that they might be looking for. So the same model applies like when you're trying to sell in terms of like your own business, or trying to find prospective clients. So there's 6 tips that I've written down, which you also see like on my timeline. And I do offer like in my podcast, which is Chico, CHIKO CFM at Podbean Podcast. You find like the whole full version, and I also offer the opportunity to provide a full script for like my inner circle, and you will see a link there as well. So do look out for my post for the links there. So the 6 tips are, it's about the first one. So it's about nurturing, being able to nurture your prospective clients. So thinking about how like in your warm market, you've been able to develop relationships that have been like long term. And it's the same when you're looking for prospective clients, or you're on social media platforms. It's about nurturing and building that relationship, thinking about it being as long term rather than short term, and which fits in nicely with number 2. It's looking beyond your own immediate needs. Okay, so rather than thinking, I need to solve like a debt issue, I need to pay bills, think more about how can you offer something like of value or a solution, so that you can become like the go-to person in your niche market as well. And if you're not really familiar with your niche market, it's about educating yourself in that area as well until you become a specialist in it. Then 3, so being attentive to your niche market. What are they saying to you? So that can happen like through live Facebook videos, whether you're doing them with somebody else who is like leading in your niche market. What are people commenting on as like their solutions that they're looking for? What are their struggles? And even when you go offline in networking opportunities, what are people saying? So it's always good to keep that ear out. And you can find people like, even for me, like when I'm in cafes, not spying, but you hear conversations taking place. So I'm always like listening and being attentive. Sometimes it's good to step back and just pay attention to what's going on around you and not offering immediately when you're engaging like in a conversation. So number 4, which I covered, I did cover it. So that's the one about adding value. So that's the selling part, but you're doing that indirectly. You're not thinking, I'm adding value because I need to get sales. No, you're thinking about, it also helps because what has helped me is over the past 5 to 6 years, what I've done is whatever I learn, I share the key tips. So over time, that also gets ingrained into my brain and it becomes like a routine and it develops like consistency. And then you become automatically knowledgeable and experienced in your area. So what you're thinking about is if you've heard something new that you believe will benefit your market, then you're sharing the added value, the added benefits. And it's not like you're sharing secrets because that information is there. People are usually looking for, if they want to come to you, they will, for more detailed support, for more detailed information, they will eventually come to you for that information. And then number 5, you will be turned down and hear no's. You can't believe like how many times I've heard no's in helping people like through coaching and also like in belief. So do say hello, thanks for joining. So the no's is you will hear people, clients saying no, and that is fine. That is a skill that you can build over time, that it's okay for people to say no. They know sometimes we may think, oh, it's about us, or you may think it's about you not having like the right skills, but most of the times it's also about the other person's self-limiting beliefs. It's about their own values and also about them overcoming the things that they fear. So they might fear, for instance, that what you have to offer might be pricey, or they might be thinking in their mind, oh, it's too expensive. That's what they might be thinking. And for you, if you're feeling nerves, always think about, focus on a conversation, focus on how you can help that person, ask open questions so that you can get to the root cause of what their key questions are, what their fears are, so that even if it's not that opportunity, but at least you're able to signpost them, guide them, and offer them. And if they don't buy into something immediately, it may be imprinted in their mind, and they'll come back to you. So I've had people who've gone through like training, and then after 6 months or a year, they've come back and said, oh yeah, I've been looking all over for solutions, but those solutions didn't help me. And they remembered previous discussions and previous opportunities that were offered to them by me. So a no is actually good because it also helps you to refine your skills, to develop more confidence. Then number 6, it's it comes from nonverbal behavior as well, and how you present yourself. So in terms of, like, let's say you're walking into an event, people, the first 3 minutes, even interviews, they say that's when you make an impression. So when you first walk into like a room, people will look at your nonverbal communication and also your nonverbal presentation. So that itself speaks volumes. And if you're on camera and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm fearful about what others may be thinking, think about the reasons why you're on camera. So it's about being able to serve others, and it's about being able to add value rather than putting your needs first. So I'm going to summarize. The more value you add, the better. So I would like to thank you for joining me, and this live video will be available for 24 hours. And also my post on my Instagram, I was going to say Facebook, Instagram post. It will have more detailed information about the 6 key tips that I've provided. Thank you for joining me, the people who've joined, and for the wave as well. Bye for me for now.